Good afternoon, students. So in my last class, I have started the different phylum explanation. So the first phylum, it was Porifera that I have started. Okay. Now Porifera, what have I said? That these are pore-bearing animals. These are pore-bearing animals, and commonly what are they called? They are called sponges, that I have explained in my last class. Porifera নামটো কিয় দিয়া হৈছে? এইবিলাক প্ৰাণীৰ ছিদ্ৰ আছে, যিটোৰ কাৰণে পৰিফেৰা নাম দিয়া হৈছে। আৰু সাধাৰণতে কি কোৱা হয়? পৰিফেৰা এনিমেলছক স্পঞ্জ বুলি কোৱা হয়। So porifera animals, they are known as sponges. Okay. Now these animals, the second point I have said that these animals are solitary or colonial. So they may live alone or they may live in colonies. So living together is called colony. So they may live alone or they may live in colonies, and they are what? Sedentary animals. Why they are sedentary? Because they are attached to an object. Look at this diagram. The animal is attached to an object. It cannot move from one place to another place. Okay, so the porifera animals are what? They are sedentary animals, that I have explained in my last class. So they are pore-bearing animals. They are commonly called what? Sponges. They live alone. Or they are solitary animals, or they may live in colony. They are sedentary animals, and they are attached to an object. So they are sessile. They are also called sessile animal. Why? Because they are attached to an object. They cannot move from one place to another. Okay, so porifera animals হয় অকলে থাকে বা একেলগত থাকিব পাৰে। অকলে থাকিলে সলিটাৰী বুলি কোৱা হয়, একেলগত থাকিলে কলনিয়েল বুলি কোৱা হয়। আৰু এইবিলাক এনিমেলছ কিবা এটা বস্তুৰ ওপৰতে ফিক্স হৈ থাকে, লৰচৰ কৰিব নোৱাৰে, except okay, and maximum I will say they are mostly what? They are mostly marine animals. They live in the seas, in the oceans. But there is an exception, that is spongilla animal. So this spongilla sponge, it is a freshwater sponge. Okay, so spongilla remember, you may get a question that name one freshwater sponge. You are going to write spongilla. Okay, so তোমালোকৰ আহিব পাৰে সাধাৰণতে সিহঁতে সাগৰত থকা প্ৰাণী, কিন্তু ফ্ৰেছ ৱাটাৰত থকা আছে স্পঞ্জ, আৰু এটা কমন স্পঞ্জ যিটো ফ্ৰেছ ৱাটাৰত আছে সেইটোৰ নাম কি? স্পঞ্জিলা. Okay, next point I have explained what? They are asymmetrical animals, or they may be radially symmetrical. I have said asymmetrical animals, when you cut the animal and you do not get similar pieces by any plane. If you cut, you do not get similar piece. So those animals are called asymmetrical animals. So they may be asymmetrical animals, or they may be what? They may be radially symmetrical animals. You have already studied about the radially symmetrical animals. From the center, this is the center, this point that I have drawn. If you cut the animal like this longitudinally, then you will get what? Similar pieces. You just think about an orange. So how can you separate all the pieces of orange from this center? If you open up, you will get similar pieces. So just like that, the porifera animals, they may be asymmetrical or they may be radially symmetrical animals. Okay, and moreover, they have a very low grade of organization, which is called cellular level of organization. Okay, so সিহঁতৰ যিটো level of organization সেইটো হৈছে কি? cellular level আটাইতকৈ whole level of organization to whole cellular level of organization, and another organization they have which is called what? Diploblastic organization. Is it clear? So they have diploblastic organization. So I hope you remember what is diploblastic organization. During the formation of embryo, when there are two layers of cells present, outer layer known as the ectoderm, the inner layer known as the endoderm, then those kind of animals are called diploblastic animals. Okay, so sponges, they have cellular level of organization, they have no tissues present, they have no organs present in their body. So they have the lowest level of organization, which is called cellular level of organization, and moreover they are diploblastic animals having two layers of cells during their embryo development. Okay, so sponges ki cellular level of organization ase, আৰু এটা অৰ্গেনাইজেশ্যন যিটো ডিপ্লোব্লাষ্টিক বুলি কোৱা হয়। ভ্ৰূণ অৱস্থাত যেতিয়া দুটা লেয়াৰ ফৰ্মেশ্যন হয়, সেই এনিমেলটো কি বুলি কোৱা হয়? ডিপ্লোব্লাষ্টিক বুলি কোৱা হয়। আৰু বাহিৰৰ লেয়াৰটোৰ নাম কি? এক্টোডাৰ্ম, আৰু ভিতৰৰ লেয়াৰটোৰ নাম কি? এণ্ডোডাৰ্ম বুলি কোৱা হয়। অ'কে, চ' the next is the most specialized feature. So a very important feature of the porifera animals is that they have a water transport system which is called canal system. So this canal system, it is what? It is a water transport system. It is a water transport system. Okay, so this is very important, and you may get a question on this, that name one of the important feature of the porifera animal. তোমালোকৰ যদি কুৱেশ্যনটো আহে এটা important feature porifera animal লিখা, so you are going to write presence of water transport system which is called what? Canal system. Okay, now this canal system, it is a very important system, and its function is what? It helps in food gathering, it helps in respiratory exchange and removal of waste from the body. Is it clear? So it helps, I may write down, it helps in nutrition of the body, it helps in respiration, and moreover it also helps in what? Excretion. It also helps in excretion. So canal system is a very important system of the body, and this system, it helps in what? Food gathering. That means it helps in nutrition. The second point is that it helps in respiratory exchange. That means it helps in the process of respiration. And the third point is what? It helps in what? Removal of the waste from the body, which is called excretion. So if you get a question, what is the function of the canal system, you can write that the canal system helps in nutrition, respiration, and excretion of the animal. Okay, now look at this diagram. Look at this diagram here that I have drawn. Now this is a sponge, this is a porifera animal. Okay, so this is a porifera animal. Let me draw here. You see this is a porifera animal. This is a porifera animal attached to an object, and at the tip there is a big single opening present. This single opening is present. Okay, and throughout the body there are many small openings present. So at the top of the body there is a big opening present. This big opening is known as osculum. It is known as the osculum, osculum. And throughout the surface of the body, over the surface, there are many small openings present, and these small openings, they are known as ostia. Okay, so as because they have all these openings present, pores present on the surface of the body of the animal, so for this reason they are what? Pore bearing animals, they are porifera animals. Okay, now when you cut the animal like this longitudinally, so when you cut the animal longitudinally, if you cut, then you will get this kind of picture. You will get this kind of picture. This kind of picture. So when you cut the animal longitudinally, you will get this kind of picture. So this is the picture. Look at this diagram. Okay, so this diagram, when it is cut longitudinally, this is the picture that will be obtained, or this is the structure that will be obtained. Okay, now at the tip there is a big opening present known as osculum. Okay, and throughout the surface of the body there are small openings. So these small openings that are present, what are they known as? They are known as the ostia. Okay, and inside the body there is a big cavity present. Mind that it is not coelom, there is a cavity present, and this cavity, it is known as what? It is known as the spongocoel. Okay, so it is known as a spongocoel. Okay, now see, the ostia, all these openings, small openings are called ostia. The ostia, they are all connected internally with the spongocoel. So ostia, they are all connected with the spongocoel. Is it clear? So through the ostia, water will enter inside the body of the sponge. So through these ostia, water will enter inside the body of the sponge, and then after that the water will circulate like this. It will circulate inside the body of the sponge. It will circulate, and then it will come out through a big opening present at the top of the body, which is called osculum. Okay, so I hope you have understood about this, that when the body of the animal, it is cut longitudinally, you will get the structure like this. You will find, so this constitutes what? This constitutes a body wall. So this constitutes a body wall, and in the body wall there are many canals present. There are many canals present. Okay, and all these ostia that are present, they are connected to the spongocoel through these canals. Okay, so these ostia, canals, spongocoel and osculum, they constitute what? Canal system. So they constitute canal system. So in the canal system, what will you find present? There is ostia present, then canals present, then spongocoel present, and the last osculum. Okay, so now look at the movement of the water, that is the transport of water through the body of the sponge. So through the ostia, water will enter. Through ostia, water is going to enter where? Into the canals, and through the canals the water will enter where? Into the spongocoel, inside the spongocoel, and in the spongocoel the water will circulate. During this circulation, exchange of gases, exchange of food materials with the waste will take place, and ultimately the water will become foul water, and that foul water will come out through the body of the sponge. From where? From the osculum. So this is called what? This is called